Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I have a brand new easy card making kit available for you to download. If you're watching this video the day that this video comes out, this card making kit is free for you to download, but only until midnight Pacific time tonight, the day that this video comes out. So if you're watching this afterwards, then you can pop to my website and pick it up, but it will no longer be free. So grab this. There's no reason you can't get this for free, and future card making kits as well. My plan is when the launch video comes out for my easy card making kits, I will always make the kit available for free. And why do I do that? I do it so that you have more reasons to bring out your Easy Wonder die number 1 and craft with it, because this easy guide has been designed so that you can use your Easy Wonder die number 1 and cut it out. When you cut it out, you're gonna get your a couple of focal images and a little sentiment as well. So beyond that, the die will cut out some basic shapes for you to craft with. So in addition to those 3 elements, you're gonna get 4 fishtail banner flags. You're gonna get this long section rectangle as well. Very easy to craft with all of those things. And as well, you're gonna have this large square in this lovely plaid. So lots and lots of things to craft with. And if you're not familiar with my Easy Wonder dies, they are exclusively available at the Not Too Shabby shop. And they have been designed, there are 3 of them at the time that I'm recording this, and they've been designed to help you smash your 6x6 paper pads. And when you flip to the back, you're going to get a number of card sketch suggestions that actually help you use every single piece that this die cuts out if you follow all of those card sketches. But of course, these are your basic shaped elements, and so you can imagine just mixing them up and creating your own layouts. I hope you will join me on Facebook. I have the Easy Wonder Inspiration Facebook community group, and I love seeing all of the creations that folks have been sharing there. So if you're not already part of that group, whether you have the die or not, I hope you'll join and check out how other people have crafted with any of the Easy Wonder dies. Now, I do want to make note that Easy Wonder die number 1 has had several production runs with different companies, and the 2 different companies produce the dies differently. And so if you have the gray or silver die, it's going to look like this. If you have the teal die, which if you were to buy Easy Wonder die number 1 today, it would be the teal version. The cut lines are actually mirrored. So as a result, the printable that I've created, because these images have to line up really specifically in these spots, there's actually, when you get your card kit, there will be one version of the easy guide for the silver die and one version of the easy guide which is named teal, and that's going to be for your teal die. You'll see the instructions for how to line your die up. You would take the squared or the 90-degree corner, and all you do is you just place that, if it's the silver die, in the upper right corner. If you have the teal die, you would place this in the upper left corner so that these sections line up perfectly with the printed image. Then on the easy guide version, I've given you 2 additional images, and if you have Easy Wonder die number 1, the add-on die set, these have been scaled so that you can use the dies in the add-on set to cut these out. So that's available as an option for you. If you don't have the add-on, squares and circles are really easy. If you have any nested shape dies, you can grab any circle, any square die, and you'll find one that should work for you. These images are set on a little bit of a background, that I've made larger than the die, so that if you are a little bit off, it's okay. There's some wiggle room there. And so that is the Easy Guide printable that's part of the collection. Now, I want to make this a kit that gives you lots of different options to craft, whether you have the Easy Wonder die or not. And so there are actually 2 additional printables, and they're actually labeled, the files are labeled Extra 1 and Extra 2, and you have some additional prints up here. Now, my printer does not print borderless. So you see a white border all the way around on my printables. But if your printer can print borderless, and you choose that option, this pattern would go clear off the edge. So you would get a full 8.5 wide pattern here. Now that pattern up there, it is large enough to fit your Easy Wonder die. So you can still cut this out using any of my Easy Wonder dies, but you can also just cut it to get mats and layers and backgrounds for your project. The images at the bottom here, again, I have scaled these so that you can use your add-on dies from Easy Wonder die number 1 to cut these out, but they are on a white background, so if you want, you can just fussy cut them or use something like your brother Scan and Cut to cut them. The option is yours. Lots of different choices, different options there. So those are your extra printables with extra patterns and focal images. And then something that I like including in my kits are some additional patterns and solids. So here I've given you some plaids in a couple different colors and solid color to match. Now, for just to save a little bit of paper, I've printed mine out so that half the sheet is red and half the sheet is blue. But when you in the kit itself, you're going to get a full page of blue and a full page of red. And that way you'll have plenty to craft with for perfectly matched solids and patterns that, are easy to craft with, that are not super themed, but will go with the images. Now, red might seem a little bit of an odd choice, but a lot of the gnomes have just like a hint of red, a hint of pink, and it helps to really tie in that little bit of red if you add like a little matte layer or a little splash of that same red in other places on your card. So here again, there's just that little sweet little heart, and you can see that it's the same sort of red matches. And that's the whole idea behind creating a kit for you, where I've picked the colors and sort of color shifted things so that they match, and not just matchy match, but that they coordinate. So that you have some prints that are a nice light airy kind of print, like this one here. You have some mid-tones. Maybe the size of the print is a little bit larger versus a little bit smaller. And then you have some darker, more solid patterns, and then a couple of really basic patterns as well to craft with. And that way you just have a lot of different options. And if you're combining multiple patterns on the same card, each of them should stand out and not feel like they are blending too much into one another. Now, what's a card without a sentiment? I actually sometimes make cards without sentiments, but if you prefer to put sentiments on your card, I have an entire sheet of sentiments for you. Now, these sentiments are designed in 2 styles, really 3 styles. The first are circular sentiments, which I have designed to be cut with the add-on dies. So this is with the smaller of the 2 circles. And the square sentiments are designed to be cut with the smallest square in the add-on die set. So you have dies to cut that out in your Easy Wonder Die number 1 add-on. As well, what you'll find in the add-on are 2 banner dies. So these 2 banner dies are actually the perfect size to cut out your sentiments. Now, the sentiments down here follow the ultimate sentiments formatting. So the ultimate sentiments is a line of stamp and die sets that are exclusively available at the Not Too Shabby shop. And what makes them the ultimate is that you get a single die that will cut all 10 stacked sentiments in one go. But because we've seen that lots of folks make, stamp once, and in this case, print once, die cut once, and you get a boatload of sentiments. What makes my dies the ultimate sentiment die set is that it includes 5 additional single dies that have different borders that you can layer behind these sentiment strips to give you a really awesome way of framing your sentiments. So you've got a postage edge border with some stitch border detailing, a wavy edge border, a scalloped border, and 2 straight edge borders, which can be stacked on top of one another, but also this largest rectangle die will cut the main or the larger sentiment that is in the center. The other thing with my ultimate sentiments is that I always craft them to have on the left side the more typewriter font. Those will be more heartfelt, more genuine, more sincere sentiments. So for example, sending love always and forever. My heart smiles because of you. I also made sure, because this collection would be great for if you're making cards for your kiddos to bring to school and give to their classmates. I also include some really good ones that are kid-friendly as well. So for example, Happy Valentine's Day, friend. Friends make life sweeter. Friendship is a beautiful gift. So the Valentine's Day cards that you're sending out don't always have to be about romantic love. They can just be about, friendship as well. And so top and bottom, these are going to be identical, except that they are inverted in terms of the coloring. So the top, you have black text on white. The bottom, you have white text on black. And then moving towards the right, on the right side, you're going to have your more humorous, more punny, more snarky sentiments. And so, for example, because this is coming out with Gnome Love, we have Gnome 1 compares to you. We've got some anti-Valentine's Day sentiments like V-Day plans, me, myself, snacks. Today's plan, craft, snack, craft. We have some friendship-based ones as well. Cupid approved this friendship. And again, some great kid-friendly ones like Friends Like You Rock. Thanks for being awesome. So maybe thanks for being awesome could be, something that your kids can give to their classmates who maybe they're not super great friends with them, but they still think that they're, pretty cool. So those are the sentiments that come in this collection. So you can see my goal, hopefully with this, with my card making kits, is to give you everything that you might need to create some really awesome cards. You've got your Easy Wonder guide that has been designed to be easily cut with the Easy Wonder die number 1 to give you some great basic shapes, focal images, and a sentiment to craft with. You've got lots of options for focal images, lots of different patterns, and some solids that beautifully coordinate with them all, not to mention tons of options for sentiments. And if you have any of my dies, the Easy Wonder die number 1, the Easy Wonder die number 1 add-on, or the Ultimate Sentiments universal die, you're going to be able to make so many cards so quickly. And that is my goal with creating these card kits, is to give you more reasons to pull out the dies that you already have, craft with them, and make some beautiful cards really easily, really quickly, and for free. Because there's no reason why you can't always get every single card kit for free. Just make sure that you catch my launch video on the day that it comes out, because that's when I'll be making the kit available for free, and only on that day. Also, if any of these dies happens to be out of stock at the Not Too Shabby shop, one thing that you can do is you can put your name on the waiting list. You're not going to get spammed with a lot of emails, but what that does is it actually lets Jamie, who is the shop owner, know that you are interested in that particular item coming back in stock. Without knowing whether there's sufficient interest in bringing any particular product line back in stock, it's hard for Jamie to know whether or not she should order new inventory and restock. So the way to communicate your interest to her is to put yourself on the wait list. And not only can you actually kind of impact whether something gets restocked, but if it does get restocked, you're going to be the first to find out, because the folks on the wait list are going to be the very first folks notified when restocks occur. So that way you have the first chance to go ahead and grab it when it comes back in stock. So thanks to everybody for checking out my video today. I'm going to leave links to everything in the description box below. I often get asked what my recommendation is for printers and papers. It's always in every single product listing for all of my printables, what my top recommendations are. But I am always looking to test other papers and find affordable, high quality options for printing. And at the moment, my top choices are the Epson Premium Presentation Paper and Koala Photo Paper. I'm loving matte, and I'm starting to really love semi-gloss as well. So those are my top picks. If you're shopping Koala, you can save every day with my coupon code, which is LVHC, which stands for LV Handcrafted, and that is only good if you shop directly on their website. So put that code in, it'll give you a slight discount. I always put those discount codes in my description box of every video. So if you're ever looking for any of my affiliate links or my shop every or save every day coupon codes, just open any of my video links and hit the description box and you'll see it all there. Thanks again, everybody, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.